Well, welcome Minneapolis sports fans to Minneapolis Ball Diamonds here at the Otto County Fairgrounds. It is April the 17th today. We're here for a league contest within the Lions and the visiting Bearcats of Ellsworth. Second league contest of the season, I think, for the Lions. They lost to Beloit earlier. Doubleheader today. Dave Rupert and Dale Leach here so far. We'll see if Terry Robbins joins us. Second year of varsity ball here for the Lions again. They split with Little River here at home last Tuesday. And then, a week ago. And then last Tuesday they split at Lincoln with the Leopards. See what they can do here tonight against the Bearcats. I believe last year the Bearcats beat them in both games. Coached by Terry Meckel, Scott Wall, and I've forgotten the other guy's name. I'm going to have to get that memorized pretty soon, Dave.
I know it. Good afternoon, Dale. Good to be back for Minneapolis baseball this afternoon. Minneapolis is going to have John Corman on the mound. He has 2 wins, I believe, so far, with a win against Lincoln and a win against Wilson, wasn't it?
Little River.
Little River, yeah, there we go. And tonight, again, this is the Ellsworth Bearcats. Their lineup is like this. The leading off is M. McCastland. Hitting second is the second baseman, Muntz. Hitting third for the Ellsworth Bearcats is Forsey. He plays third base. The catcher, T. Rice, will hit fourth. Keepland hits fifth. He's the designated hitter for the pitcher, Brungart. The sixth hitter is Rohr, playing center field. Seventh is Kyler. He will be at first base. The left fielder will be Glasser, and he hits eighth. And the ninth hitter is Kubak, and he will be in right field tonight. So here we go, Ellsworth. Corman on the mound. Kicks and delivers. Foul, back out of play for strike one. Get ahead of the hitters, he said.
This is being brought to you live on 910KINA.com and Eagle Communications Channel 8. Tape delayed on.
And Corman delivers inside, hit him. And the one thing you don't want to do is get base runners early. So digging himself just a little hole with the leadoff hitter on. You would assume that the leadoff hitter would have some kind of speed. You want to get some speed up front. Normally, when you're putting together your lineup Scientology, Dale.
Something like that.
Yeah, I tell you what, coaches spend a lot of time scratching their head trying to get that lineup just right. A little bit outside for ball one.
Looks like a somewhat athletic kid out there at first.
Yeah, I would guess so. Hit by the pitch at first base. That is McCashland. Leads off. Finds himself at first and
wild throw.
Swipes second. McCashland now at second for Ellsworth. Beginning of the game, this is the second hitter for Ellsworth. M-U-N-O-Z. The second baseman for Ellsworth.
Munoz, I'd say.
Okay, I'll take your word for that. I didn't get a chance. I didn't get around early enough to get down and work on the pronunciation of names. I usually like to try to go to the opposing dugout and get that handled, but I didn't get a chance to do that. And so you're going to have to live with what I have, at least during game one. Corman looks in, gets a sign, comes set, now home, and a swing and a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second base for Ellsworth. Early in the game, no score. Top of the first inning. Frosey on base. F-R-O-E-S-E, Dale. Uh-oh, can't get a handle on it.
Too bad.
And safe.
Too bad.
So, So we have a runner now at third as a result of being hit by a pitch, and a runner at first base on the air by Matt Corman at second base. Routine ground ball out there to second base, unable to get a handle on it.
Runners at the corners.
Corman not afraid to throw over. Steps off, throws to first base. Runner back in time. This is the number 3 hitter for Ellsworth. And no throw. Runner advances to second. Now runners at second and third. Nobody down. The third hitter for Ellsworth at the plate with a count of ball 1.
Torres goes out to the mound to chat with Corman.
And might set up the battery for you. That is Nick Torres behind the plate for Minneapolis. John Corman on the bump tonight in game 1. Minneapolis, Ellsworth here at Minneapolis. 17th of April. Pretty nice balmy day, I'd describe it. Probably. And a swing and a foul ball back out of play. So the count evens up 1-1.
Start putting a hitting helmet on sitting back here.
Yeah. You got to stay awake, Dale.
Don't know where those things are going to land.
Minneapolis playing fairly shallow. Second baseman's in. Little breaking ball. Starts outside and finishes way outside. 2-1 is the count now on Fosse. Third hitter, nobody down for Ellsworth. Runners at third and second. Good pitch.
Right down the pike there.
That was a good challenging pitch. The upper part of the strike zone. Swing and a miss. Count evens up. 2-2. Corman looks in, gets a sign, comes set, checks the runners, kicks and delivers. Little check swing bouncer to second base. Again, has a little trouble coming up with it, and I'm not sure the call is safe. Matt Corman turns in his second error of the inning.
One run comes across, making the score 1-0. Runners at the corners again.
Well, no. Yeah, runners at the corners, yes, with one run in. That's exactly right, Dale. Thank you. One run scores on the error by Matt Corman at second base. That brings up Rice, number 23, the catcher for Ellsworth. He's the number 4 hitter. You would assume with, as we said, lineup Scientology, that this would be your best hitter. Some guys go with their number 3 guy, and some go with their number 4. This kid looks like a pretty good athlete. Looks pretty comfortable at the plate. We'll see what he can do. Good backhand by Forte. Nice play by Forte. Stabs in there, a backhand, comes up with it, makes a nice throw to first base. One away.
Good play on third.
Yep, Forte turns in a nice backhand at third base. One away. 5-3 in the book.
I was sorry to see him not playing against Little River, so I'm glad he's here tonight.
Yep, he's here tonight. Swing and a miss by 33. That is keeper. The designated hitter for the pitcher, Brungard. So we have runners at third and second with one out. And there is a bender that going to go in the book as a wild pitch. The catcher unable to handle it or even get a mitt on it. One ball, one strike, one out. One run in. Aces are wild. Good pitch on the corner. Gets the call. One ball, two strikes to keeper. As we said, he is the DH today.
Outside.
Another wild pitch. This time they're going to cash in on it. That's the second one that's been way wide. The catcher unable, no chance to corral that pitch.
And the other runner advances the third.
So that scored the wild pitch. A run scores on the wild pitch by John Corman, and the runner from second advances to third. 2 runs home now for Ellsworth. The top of the first inning. Good pitch. First strike. Full count. No, I'm sorry. That's a strikeout.
Yeah.
Strikeout. I was behind in the book.
1 down.
Strikeout swinging. That's 2 down. 2 away, 2 runs in for Ellsworth. And number 2 at the plate, Rohr, the center fielder for Ellsworth. There it is, strike 1. T. Rohr, your center fielder for Ellsworth at the plate. 1 strike. Corman kicks and delivers. 1-1, ball. Ellsworth has scored 2 runs in the top of this first inning. Both runs unearned at this point. Yeah. The lesson is high trigger zone for this guy, throwing high heat. One ball, 2 strikes. He got the call.
Ooh, at the corner.
That was nice call by the umpire. It appeared to be wide from where we sat, but the umpire has the best view in the park, and he called it a strike. Goes in the book as a strikeout.
And I lost track of the outs. That was number 3.
That was number 3. So Ellsworth, at the conclusion of 1/2 of inning of play, Ellsworth leads 2-0. Minneapolis coming up.
Most important, they're committed to making your banking experience as easy and as personal as possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
D&M Body Shop can repair any make or model of vehicle and make it look like new. They transform that ugly, messed up vehicle to its like-new condition. You'll be saying, wow, what a job. D&M Body Shop, Minneapolis, the very best.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars. New vehicles including Chevrolet, Pontiacs, GMC, Buicks, and Jeep. Serving the customer since 1957. Bennett Autoplex, Minneapolis, Salina.
Welcome to the bottom of the first. John Corman, the pitcher, coming up to lead off for the Lions. Breeze is starting to pick up a little bit out of the northeast.
Had to get my jacket on, Dale.
Yeah, mine will come on here pretty quick.
Okay.
I've got a shirt and a sweater on, or a sweatshirt on, so it's all right so far, but it won't be long.
Okay, Minneapolis coming to the bat here in the bottom of the first. John Corman leads off. He is your pitcher tonight for Minneapolis. He has a chance to help himself here. And
he does it.
A nice drive down the left field line, gets behind the outfielder, and he runs after it, and that is going to be a stand-up double for Corman. On the first pitch, Corman drives it to left for a double. As we told you last week, we really like John Corman's presence at the plate. He really swings the bat well, and proved it right there with a double. Stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the first for Minneapolis. Pitcher comes set, delivers, and there it is.
Foul.
Same, almost exactly the same thing. This is Austin Goddard. Drives the ball down the left field line. Curves foul, however, but it was a nice line shot. Foul by about 20 feet down the line by Austin Goddard for strike 1. Corman at second. Goddard the second hitter. And that is strike 2, the umpire says. Appeared to be a little low, Goddard thought. Austin is your shortstop tonight for Minneapolis.
High and inside.
Not a bad pitch. You don't want to give up a base hit on a 0-2 count, but maybe that was just a little bit too much waste. And it's fouled out of play, back out of play into the bleachers. rattles into the bleachers
That woke up somebody at the bleachers.
for a foul ball. Austin Goddard. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Goddard is ready. The pitcher comes set, checks the runner, kicks and delivers. And Goddard drives one into left field.
Corman.
It's going to, no, they hold Corman up. Probably a wise move.
Yeah.
It was a nice line shot into left field for Goddard for a single. Corman advances to third. Nobody down. Austin Jensen, who delivered the double last week that was a game, turned out to be a game winner. Pretty good stick. Good power. Number 3 guy. He might be one of the strongest hitters on the team. Ellsworth catcher goes out, calls the defense. Obviously, this is a stealing chance for a steal, so the defense is going to set up to guard against a steal. Make sure everybody's on the same sheet of music here. And Goddard does go. It must have been a. Well, I'm not sure about that. I wondered about a hit and run, but I looked down and the coach, Coach Meckel's shaking his head, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Miscommunications possibly. It happens. Young team, not a lot of experience. Most of these guys haven't played baseball more than a year or two, intermittently, and it just takes a long time to get everything together, get your signals right, that sort of thing. Goddard remains at first, Corman at third. Runners at the corner, nobody's down. Austin Jensen, your number 3 hitter for Minneapolis, at the plate. Goddard goes. Uh-oh. They had the defense on.
Oh, doggone it. I missed both those.
Yeah, okay.
Slides. Had the camera pointing in the right direction, but the zoom not right.
Goddard takes off to second base. The defense had the shortstop coming in to take the throw. The throw was a little bit low. Corman decides to go, which if the throw comes back into home as it should have, he would have been out. But luckily enough, the catcher dropped the ball. Goddard then proceeded to second base, and then on the throw back to Corman and the subsequent dropped ball, advances to third. So comedy of errors, and Ellsworth, Minneapolis comes away with a run, and Jensen drives one little bounder down the baseline, and he's going to be called out at first.
Ooh.
Narrowly averted the tag back here at third base. The ball was hit to the third baseman. The third baseman picks it up, applies a tag to Goddard, and he just barely got his foot back on third base, and he remains at third. Then the third baseman makes a play to first and is able to get Jensen out on a close play at first base.
Ty did not go to the runner there.
So Forte
run batted in.
hits a little grounder to third, or to the shortstop, who makes the play to first for a 6-3 for the second out of the inning. Jensen being the first one out at first base on a ball, a little grounder hit to third base. Corman scores, however, on the fielder's choice. Dustin Lott, number 20, your hitter, is the first baseman tonight for Minneapolis. The pitcher for Ellsworth is Brungart. He is being DH'd. Lott takes a cut. 2 balls and a strike on Dustin Lott.
Nice cutoff there.
Grounder to third. Moves to his left. Makes a nice play. Picks it up. Fires it to first for the out.
Hey, but we tied the score after
We did.
1. At 2.
I have... did Goddard score?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I missed it.
It was a Forte run batted in.
Okay. RBI for Forte. Yes. All right. On the 6-3. Right.
Yep.
He scored on the fielder's choice. Okay.
All right. Let's check a word from our sponsors. We'll be back.
Scott Studio at Minneapolis does all types of signs, from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full-color decals, retail signs, and much more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and the price is always right.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lion games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of Minneapolis Junior and Senior High School. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Trust is a word that is very important in this day and age, especially when it comes to insurance. Since 1982, you've trusted the Davidson Agency in Delphus and Minneapolis to give you the best home, auto, farm, crop, life, and health insurance. Call Lyle Davidson at the Davidson Agency, your trusted choice.
The hair.
Welcome back. Top of the second.
So Minneapolis scores 2 runs on 2 hits. And Ellsworth comes up top of, as Dale said, the top of the second. This is your number 7 hitter, Kyler. He is the first baseman for Ellsworth. Corman brushes him back. Inside pitch. For ball 1. As we said, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, after 1 complete inning of play, tied 2-2. Foul back out of play. 1-1 is the count. Kyler, as I said, the first baseman for Ellsworth, the number 7 hitter. 1-1. Corman from the windup throws a strike, the umpire says. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Corman has 1 strikeout. Stand corrected. That's 2 strikeouts. Scores even, 2-2 to Kyler.
Nice play
Matt
by
Corman makes the play. Nice play by Matt Corman, your second baseman. Goes over, gets the backhand, turns and fires to first for the out. 1 away. Brings up the 8 hitter, Glasser. He is the left fielder tonight. So 1 away from Minneapolis with the ground ball to second base. Ground ball, hard ground ball down to first base. Dustin Lott comes up with it.
Good defense this inning.
For 2 down. The number 9 hitter, Kubek, the right fielder. 2 away, nobody on. Corman from the windup delivers. Jammed him and got a bloop single just over the head of Austin Goddard, thank you. Austin Goddard. Little bloop single for Kubek, the number 9 hitter. Back to the leadoff. Cashland, I'm sorry. He started off last time being hit by the pitch. First time up. And eventually scored. Strike 1, and he throws down. Stolen base. Kubek steals second base, is now at second base. McCashland, the hitter, 1 strike.
I'm noticing that Torres' throws both times have gone to my left of second base. I assume that's probably the best place to throw it. Get away from the ball carrier.
No. You want to throw it to the base. I missed it, Dale. Tell me about that play.
That was a ground out to short, I believe.
Austin Goddard makes the play. Okay.
And relay throw to Lott. 1, 2, 3.
So, no runs. on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 1.5 innings, the score remains tied 2-2. Minneapolis coming up.
Hairstylum, the newest and most modern hair salon in Minneapolis, will style your hair to give you the look that you've always dreamed.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Austin Crossan, your hitter in the bottom half of the second. He is your right fielder for Minneapolis. Austin Crossan hits 6th for Minneapolis. Okay, that's for a called strike. Is that 1-1, Dale? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought it was.
Kind of sleep
1-1 on Austin Crossan.
I was kind of asleep on that myself there.
And
I was inside. 2
balls and a strike to Austin Crossan. He leads off the Minneapolis bottom half of the second. Swing and a miss. 2-2's the count. Low. Full count for Crossan. The pitch. Uh-oh, got to corner. Got him looking. 1 away for Minneapolis. Matt Corman is your hitter. He's the second baseman tonight, number 9. I believe Matt is a freshman. Down the right field line, it's going to be foul ball, I believe is the call. Just barely foul from where we couldn't exactly see, but it couldn't have been very, very much foul. So Corman fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Down the right field line, midway between first base and the foul pole. Uh-oh, that's inside. That was close. For ball 1. 1-1's the count. And the pitch. Corman drives it right back to the mound. Pitcher comes up with it. Throws to first for the second out of the inning. Brings up Nick Terez, the catcher, number 16.
I'll tell you, in a softball game against Lincoln the other day, the Lincoln pitcher caught a comebacker like that right in the ear. She turned, it was in her, would have been her right ear.
Things happen pretty quick.
Oh, nasty hit.
And of course, even quicker for girls because I don't know what the girls' softball distance is. Of course, the baseball distance is 60 foot 6 inches.
I don't know the distance, but it's shorter than
this. It gets there in a hurry, and Terez fouls one. Is plenty high. They may have a play, and the first baseman goes out and is unable to get a handle on it. Turns out to be a foul ball.
It sent her to the ground.
Yeah, I'll bet it did.
And I was amazed she didn't have any swelling. After a few minutes, she was up, warming up and going at it again.
So he fouls it off for strike 2, Nick Terez. Nobody on. Bottom of the second. Tie score, 2-2. Knuckleball. Okay. You don't see that every day. Little knuckleball. It's, as much, probably, I'd question if there was any movement, but the main thing is the change of speed, and just the different look. So it was a cool pitch, and it got him looking. It fooled him.
We'll be back.
Your Minneapolis hometown hardware is always there when you need an appliance, paint, tools. Well, truthfully, the list just goes on and on and on. So the next time you need something, almost anything, go to Hometown Hardware, Minneapolis. they've probably got it.
At Robertson Monuments, they believe that community is everything. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument is happy to be a part of the community. Robertson Monument, a Minneapolis Lions sports booster. Try to make as many games as you can. If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Okay, so Minneapolis, at the end of the second, has no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on. So the score remains 2-2 after 2. Ellsworth coming up.
Both teams with 2 runs in the first, and retired with no activity in the second.
Ellsworth, the top of the third, leads off with the second hitter, M-U-N-O-Z. Munoz. Thank you, Dale. He is your second baseman for Ellsworth, number 5. Last time up, he was on base by virtue of an error on a ball hit to second base. John Corman on the mound. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Nunez steps back in there. Corman toes the rubber from the windup. Kicks and delivers. Called that a strike. Yes. Strike 2. And the pitch. High heat. Backs him off. Ball 1. Again, don't give up that base hit on 0-2 count. But you sure don't want to hit him either. But that kept him loose. Nunez, the second baseman, digs in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Corman's ahead of the batter here. Records the strikeout. Swinging. That's the 3rd strikeout for Corman. In the top of the 3rd now. Frosty, the hitter, the 3rd baseman. Last time up was on base by virtue of an error and a hot shot to 3rd base. Uh-oh. Forte digs it out, makes a throw to 1st. Lott unable to get a handle on it.
Wind's starting to pick up.
Yes, it is.
Out of the northwest.
So Frosty finds himself at first base. Brings up Rice. Rice is the catcher for Ellsworth. Corman looks in, checks the runner, and delivers. Ground ball to 3rd base. Going to try for the double play. Corman gets the lead runner at second. Nice play. Unable to turn the double play, but they did get the lead runner. So 2 down.
Nice stop at 3rd again by Forte.
Yep, Forte makes another defensive play. Strikeout by the leadoff hitter Nunez. Frosty reached on a error, and Rice is on by virtue of a fielder's choice. 2 down. Corman. Uh-oh. He's going to go. Uh-oh. Good alert play by a little bit lack of experience there. Nobody covers 3rd.
Goddard went from his backup at 2nd all the way down to 3rd.
Well, Forte went over to, he was going to back up the throw at 2nd, which left 3rd unattended.
And then the short ran down to 3rd.
Yeah, that takes a lot of work for everybody to know what their responsibility is in a situation like that. Ball hit to right is caught by the right fielder.
Crossan retires the side with no runs. Again. 2-2 after 2.5 innings. We'll be back.
Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce support of the Minneapolis High School Lions sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member. Come for a visit and stay for a lifetime.
It's fast, it's furious, and it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to central Kansas and will continue this tradition. This fast track will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
C&R Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. C&R Plating, happy to be a Minneapolis Lions backer.
There's nothing more important than our children. That's exactly why the Lion's Den was established in Minneapolis, so the kids could get together in a clean and healthy environment to have fun. It's a great place to party, the Lion's Den, downtown Minneapolis.
Well, looks like the girls have tied the game over there at the softball venue at Hat McCain Field, 2-all in the third inning. So both squads with the tie game at 2 right now.
So Minneapolis in the bottom of the third comes to bat. Drew Smith, the DH, the number 9 hitter for Minneapolis, comes to the plate. Score remains tied, 2-2. Ellsworth, Minneapolis. The pitch. Smith drives one to second base. He has trouble getting a handle on it, but is able to regain control of the baseball and makes a play to first base for an out, 4-3. Second to first for out number 1. Smith's out on the ground ball, brings up John Corman, the leadoff hitter for Minneapolis. Last time delivered a double down the left field line. And the pitch. Swing and a foul ball for strike 1. John Corman, your hitter for Minneapolis. 1 away in the bottom of the third. Corman digs in. Pitcher looks in, gets a sign. From the windup. There it is.
Just over the third base.
Little line drive, little liner over the third baseline for a single. Corman is 2 for 2 with a single down the line. 1 out, runner at first. Brings up Austin Goddard, the shortstop for Minneapolis. Last time, got a single. Pitcher comes set, checks the runner, steps off. No throw. Goddard digs in. Checks the runner, delivers home. Swing and a foul ball for strike 1 on Goddard. One away with the leadoff Drew Smith with a grounder to second base for out number 1. Corman got a single down the line and the pitcher throws over. Corman's back. Austin Goddard with 1 strike. Digs in, pitcher comes set and delivers.
Foul.
Foul ball. Strike 2. Corman remains at first. 1 away. Goddard has 2 strikes. Goddard drives one hot shot to shortstop, and they're able to turn to double play. Right at the shortstop, comes up cleanly, fires to second, makes the turn, throws to first for the double play.
Defense. We'll be back. 2-2.
6-4.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA and 99 KG, a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars. New vehicles including Chevrolet, Pontiacs, GMC, Buicks, and Jeep. Serving the customers since 1957. Bennett Autoplex, Minneapolis, Salina.
Scott Studio at Minneapolis does all types of signs, from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full-color decals, retail signs, and much more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and the price is always right.
D&M Body Shop can repair any make or model of vehicle and make it look like new. They transform that ugly, messed up vehicle to its like-new condition. You'll be saying, wow, what a job. D&M Body Shop, Minneapolis, the very best.
Okay, Minneapolis comes up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Brings up Ellsworth in the top of the 4th.
Good competitive game so far.
Leadoff hitter will be Rohr, your center fielder. For Ellsworth, last time up, he struck out looking.
He's got himself some fancy batting hat there.
Got a little paint job on it. So Minneapolis, Ellsworth tied up going into the top of the 4th. Ellsworth leadoff hitter in the 4th is the number 6 hitter, Rohr, number 2. Corman comes set, delivers high for ball 1. Fly ball to center field. Austin Jensen
covers it,
runs it down. Further fly ball out to center. 1 out. Brings up Kyler, the first baseman. He was out second on a grounder to second last time, his first time up. And a fly ball to right field. And it would appear that we're there and make the play. Austin Crossan runs it down for out number 2. Brings up Glasser, the left fielder. Last time up.
Short
pop fly to shortstop. Goddard brings it in. 1-2-3 inning.
That's the way you like it when you're on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty efficient.
We'll be back.
The State Bank of Delphus and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks which offers traditional accounts such as checking, savings, certificates of deposit, IRAs, loans, and online banking. But most important, they're committed to making your banking experience as easy and as personal as possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your Minneapolis hometown hardware is always there when you need an appliance, paint, tools. Well, truthfully, the list just goes on and on and on. So the next time you need something, almost anything, go to Hometown Hardware, Minneapolis. They've probably got it.
At Robertson Monuments, they believe that community is everything. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument is happy to be a part of the community. Robertson Monument, a Minneapolis Lions sports booster. Try to make as many games as you can.
It's fast, it's furious, and it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to central Kansas and will continue this tradition. This fast track will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
Okay, so Corman cruises in the top of the 4th with a 1-2-3 inning on by virtue of 3 fly balls, fly 8, fly 9, and fly F6. 3 fly balls, and Corman is out of the inning. So it brings Minneapolis to the bat. Austin Jensen, the number 3 hitter for Minneapolis, starts off with a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Jensen out on a ground ball to third, first time up. 5-3 with the play. 1-1 to Austin Jensen. Too many Austins. Austin Jensen, Austin Goddard, Austin Crossan. Ground ball to third base, handled by the third baseman. Steps and throws for the out. Out number 1. Jensen out on a ground ball to third base. Brings up Craig Forte. Forte last time out to shortstop on a ground ball. 6'3".
With an RBI.
With an RBI. Thank you. So Craig Forte in there. And the pitch, a little low for ball 1. Forte takes his place. Here comes the pitch. Low and away, 2 balls. The score remains tied. Ellsworth, Minneapolis, 2 apiece. Grounder to second baseman. Picks it up, throws to first for the out. So the out goes 4-3 for the second out. Dustin Lott, hitting 5th for Minneapolis, comes to the plate. Both pitchers appear to be cruising. Lott drives one to center, and that's going to be deep. The question is, it's going to go roll to the fence for a stand-up double. Nice line shot by Lott to the fence at about 350 for a stand-up double. Austin Crossan is the hitter, the right fielder. Made a nice catch in right field last time on defense. He was out on strikes his first time up. Austin Crossan, your hitter. Lott's at second, takes his lead. The pitch, swing and a foul ball, strike 1 on Austin Crossan. 2 away. Score tied. Minneapolis, Ellsworth, 2 apiece. Matt Corman on deck. Chases down that foul ball. Keeps things cleaned up. Good cut by Crossan. 2 strikes. 2 out. 2 runs. One ball, 2 strikes to Crossan. Dustin Lott remains at second base, 2 down. And the pitch. A little bit high. 2-2 is the count to Crossan.
Good patience there.
Yep. Sometimes it's hard to stay off that heat up high in your eyes. And the pitch.
Foul.
Crossan fouls one down to Coach Meckel. He makes the play, throws it back into the pitcher. Good play by the coach. 2-2 is the count to Crossan. 2 down. Runner at second. Lott has his lead. Grounder to shortstop. Fields the ball cleanly. Throws it to first. 6-3 for the out.
The Lions strand 1. 2-2 is the score. After 4.5.
After the 4th, and during the 4th, Ellsworth comes up with no runs.
Or after 4, excuse me.
After 4, well, after 3.5, isn't it?
Well, we were at the bottom of the 4th, weren't we? Yeah, top of the 5th coming up.
Correct.
Well, I thought it hit the advertisement.
Yeah, I thought you were too.
C&R Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. C&R Plating, happy to be a Minneapolis Lions backer.
Since 1887, the Bennington State Bank has been your trusted hometown bank. For over 100 years, they've been interested in helping people achieve their financial goals. Let them help you. The Bennington State Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Kubek, the hitter for Ellsworth, the number 9 hitter for Ellsworth, last time up had a single just over the shortstop. Score remains tied 2-2. Ellsworth, Minneapolis. Corman delivers. A little low for ball 1. This is the top of the 5th. Corman delivers. Ground ball to whoop. Ground ball to third base. Gets by Forte.
And by the outfield.
So
Runner goes to second. Double error there.
E by Forte at third base. Ground ball ate him up. Unable to get a glove on it. It rolled into the outfield, and the runner advanced on the mishandled overthrow to left field and is now at second base. So the top of the order, McCashland, first time up, was hit by a pitch and was out 6-3. His second time up. He's the leadoff hitter for Ellsworth. So Ellsworth with the runner at second and a opposite field line drive. Exactly what you're looking for. You want to hit behind the runner, and he delivers with a ball well stroked into right field for a single. Advances the runner to third base.
So runner's at the corner now. No outs.
On the base hit, Kubik advances to third. Nunez, the number 2 hitter, the second baseman, was on base by virtue of an error first inning and struck out the second time up. And there's the old Steve Busby move where you make a bluff to third, and if the runner is going on first movement or isn't very experienced, he is going to get picked off, which is exactly what happened.
Steve Busby move, huh?
Yep, Steve Busby move. You fake to third and turn and fire to first base. And the runner took the bait, took off for second base, and he was dead meat. 1 ball.
Steve Busby played for who?
You know, I don't know that.
Wasn't a Royal, I don't think.
I can't tell you that. I think maybe it was the Royals.
Was he?
I think it was.
Michael calls the infield in close.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out.
Caught stealing resulted in an out on the runner from first that we told you about.
And a strikeout.
And then a strikeout. 2 down. Kubek remains at third base. He was on by virtue of an error and advanced eventually to third base, and maybe we can dodge the bullet here. Number 30, your hitter, Frosty. First time up was on by virtue of an error. Well, actually, he's been on base twice with errors. So he's benefited from 2 errors. So here's his third time up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at third. Foul back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
How about those Royals, 5-4 after 3 series?
Yep, yeah. I'm not sure what their record is right now, but I
think they were off yesterday.
Yeah, I think that's right.
2-1 against the White Sox, 1-2 against the Yanks, and I think they went 2-1 against the
Right. I think that's right,
Indians,
Dale.
didn't they?
Yep, I think so.
Who beat the Yankees yesterday in their brand new stadium.
Foul ball. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Score tied at 2, Minneapolis Ellsworth. Ellsworth has a runner at third base with 2 out. Frosty, your hitter. 2-2, and the pitch. It may fall. It's going to be trouble.
Yep. Scores a run.
Bloop single over the head of the shortstop. Scores the run on an RBI.
And my Wildcats swept the Shockers. home
Yes,
and
they
away
did.
this
I
week.
went down and watched them. I think it was Tuesday night.
Did you?
Yeah. Met my son. Well, took my wife and met my son, Mike Rupert, who is a freshman at Kansas State.
Hammered them
And-
pretty good there in Manhattan, I think.
Yes, it was 13-5, as a matter of fact. Swing and a foul ball. It may be playable. And Therese is over and unable to corral it.
Yeah. Got behind him, had to turn his body 5 different ways to try to get to it.
Okay, so Ellsworth scores a run so far this inning. On the RBI single by Frosty, this is Rice, number 23. Gets new life. Stolen base. Frosty advances to second on the stolen base. 3-0. Is that right? Is that the count?
The ref just went 1-1.
Yeah, I think there's some. Uh-oh, that's a hot shot right up the middle. That potentially could score a run. It's going to be close. He's there. And the runner advances to second.
Hitter advances to second, yep. 4-2.
So runner scores on the single from second base on a close play at the plate.
That's good defense by the Lions overall. Just a well-placed ball.
Brings up number 33, Keeper, I'm sorry.
2 down. Oh, got away from him. Gonna score a runner. 5-2.
On the air by Forte.
Is that
Say again?
count on Forte or the first base?
No, it's you got to throw it to him. You can't throw it in the dirt.
Oh. So all those times you see a first baseman pick a ball down out of the dirt.
He saved somebody's bacon. That's right. Roar. Good pitch by Corman on the outside corner. Shaved that corner. Good pitch. One ball, one strike to Roar. Center fielder. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first base. 3 runs in. Ellsworth now leads 5-2. Foreman was cruising and ran into a little snag. 2-2, the count. This is the number 6 hitter for Ellsworth. That is going to fall in for a base hit. Uh-oh. And an error. Runners advance on the air. Crossan unable to get a handle on it. Gets away from him.
So 2 runners in scoring position. With the score 5-2 and 2 outs.
So Keeper, say again?
It's 910KINA.com like you all have. It's the internet.
Ball one. Kyler, the hitter.
Hit to left field. Snagged. By who?
I didn't see it, Dale. I was looking at the scorebook here, Doc, on it. Fly ball.
That was
left fielder?
Yeah.
Or center fielder?
Left fielder.
Branham?
Yeah, Branham. I believe.
No. That's not right. It's Ushery.
Ushery,
He
yes.
is being DH. Smith is hitting for Ushery. Ushery in left field. Sean Ushery.
He tracked that ball down well. After 4.5, the Lions trail 5-2. We'll be back.
The Hairstylum, the newest and most modern hair salon in Minneapolis, will style your hair to give you the look that you've always dreamed of. Or you might just want a haircut. The Hairstylum will do that too. Lynn and Brandon welcome new customers. Call 392-4555.
If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce support of the Minneapolis High School Lions sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member. Come for a visit and stay for a lifetime.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lion games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of Minneapolis Junior and Senior High School. Go Lions!
Matt Corman to bat.
The bottom of the fifth. Corman, a swing and a miss. Strike one. Matt Corman, first time up was, I don't know. He was out. I don't know. I didn't record how he got that out. And first swing and miss for strike two. 2 strikes. Matt Corman hits 7th for Minneapolis. Plays second base tonight in game 1. Swing and a miss. Not handled by the catcher. Throws down. First baseman unable to handle the throw, and Corman is on base by virtue of the pass ball. Ball in the dirt on strike 3. He advances to first. Runner at first, Matt Corman. Nick Therese hits 8th for Minneapolis. He is the catcher. Corman has his lead. Therese, swing and a miss for strike 1. Corman struck out, but the catcher couldn't handle it and was able to reach first base. On the dropped third strike. Therese, 1 strike, and the pitch. Well hit. Center field. He's got it measured. Fly ball for the out. 1 out.
Corman is about halfway down the baseline. Retreats to
Yeah,
first.
good base running. Drew Smith, the DH, as we told you, is hitting for Ushery, who's playing left field. Drew Smith out to second, a ground ball to second base, his first time up. Foul ball, strike 1.
Looks like the
Ellsworth is up 5-2 over Minneapolis.
Looks like the girls are down 6-3 in the 4th.
Pitcher comes set, checks the runner, delivers. Low in the dirt. 1-1 is your count with 1 out. Nick Therese on a fly ball to center field for your first out of in the bottom of the 5th. Strike, the umpire says. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Drew Smith. 1 away. Matt Corman at first base.
Oh, through the third baseman's hands.
Right through the wickets for the error. Drew Smith, the recipient of a gift from the third baseman, E5, reaches first. So Corman is on by virtue of a strikeout, mishandled ball by the catcher, and Drew Smith reaches on an error. An error by the third baseman. Making it kind of tough for the Ellsworth pitcher here. Brings us to the leadoff hitter, John Corman. One away. Corman started off the game with a double to left, and then in the third inning hit a single to left. So he's 2 for 2. Pretty good hitter. Ellsworth pitcher comes set, checks the runner, kicks and delivers. Ground ball to third base. Third baseman comes up, picks it up, makes a throw to first for the out. 2 down. Advances the runners, though, on the fielder's choice.
Whatever happened to the run goes, tie goes to the runner?
I mean, I think that's
was that
Sandlot.
ever
I
an
think that's
official rule?
I think it's Sandlot ball.
Well, I guess that's where I heard that rule.
I think so. Austin Goddard, the hitter. Matt Corman is now at third base with 2 down. Austin Goddard, first time up, a single. The second time up, hit into a double play. 6-4-3 double play. 1-1 is the count to Austin Goddard with a chance to put a couple runs on. Smith is at second. Corman is at third. Base hit here, could score 2. This would be an opportune place for that base hit. And there it is, up the middle. That may score 2. Meckel is sending Smith, and he's coming home. And the throw offline. Smith scores on the
Goddard goes to second.
offline throw to the catcher. Goddard advances to second base. Little shoddy play by Ellsworth.
5-4 the score. 2 down.
So Matt Corman scores. Austin Goddard a single up the middle. Advances to second on the air. Austin Jensen, the hitter. Minneapolis scores 2 on that single and subsequent error. Austin Jensen, the hitter. 2 away. Minneapolis scored 2 runs, now trails by 1 run. Ellsworth leads 5-4. Minneapolis hitting in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Jensen. And Goddard, on the dropped ball by the catcher, advances to third. He recovers and throws down and makes it close, but Goddard's in there with a stolen base. Jensen, the count, 1-1, and the pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Goddard at third. Minneapolis trails by 1.
Outside.
Outside.
Low.
3-1.
I think you ought to be throwing it on us here now.
Yeah, Jensen's got some room to work here. 3-1 count. The pitch. Full count with the swing and the miss. Goddard at third base. Minneapolis trails by a run. Has a chance to tie it here. The tying run at third. And the delivery. Draws the walk on a full count. A little bit low. So Austin Jensen at first. Austin Goddard at third. Craig Forte is the hitter. First time up, was out 6-3 with an RBI and was out 4-3. Grounder to short and a grounder to second. So he's put the ball in play. Be a good place for a base hit. 2 away. Craig Forte is your hitter. Austin Goddard at third. Austin Jensen at first. And the pitch. Strike one, the umpire says. Forte thought that was a little low.
I kind of agree.
Umpire liked it. Therefore, strike one. And the pitch. 1-1. A little bit high, maybe outside. 1-1 to Forte with a chance to tie the game here with a base hit. And the pitcher comes set and the pitch. And he gets the call. 1 ball, 2 strike.
2 of those.
You'd have to say that was an awfully good pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Forte. He's got to protect now.
Foul.
Swing and a foul ball. Down the third baseline.
Five to 4 the score. Bottom of the 5th.
One ball, 2 strikes. Inside. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay.
Good.
The umpire says strike 3. That was a tough one.
Oh, the Ellsworth fans are saying, we'll take it, we'll take it.
That happens time to time.
We'll be back.
You like it better when it happens for you.
We're with you all the way.
Trust is a word that is very important in this day and age, especially when it comes to insurance. Since 1982, you've trusted the Davidson Agency in Delphus and Minneapolis to give you the best home, auto, farm, crop, life, and health insurance. Call Lyle Davidson at the Davidson Agency, your trusted choice.
There's nothing more important than our children. That's exactly why the Lion's Den was established in Minneapolis, so the kids could get together in a clean and healthy environment to have fun. It's a great place to party. The Lion's Den, downtown Minneapolis.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG, a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage.
Okay, Ellsworth comes to bat in the top of the 6th. This is Glasser. Line drive to the shortstop. Austin Goddard routinely picks it off for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
I misread the scoreboard over there at softball diamond. The Lady Lions are ahead 6-4 in the 5th.
Line drive to shortstop. 1 out. Brings up Kubek. Kubek with a single first time up. And on base by an error to third base. The last time up, he scored. His last time up. Last inning in the 5th. Kubek with one ball. Corman toes the rubber. And the delivery. Ball 2. Corman had a little bit of tough luck in the 5th. Gave up 3 runs. Good pitch. Base hit between short and the third baseman. Hot grounder for the single. So 1 out. Brings up McCashland. McCashland hit by a pitch first time up. Was out on a grounder to the shortstop second time around, and single to right his third time up. Was caught stealing, however. Kubek at first, and he's going to steal. Line drive down the third baseline for a base hit. The runner was going. I'm not sure that was actually a hit and run, but the runner took off and the hitter swung. Good contact down the third baseline for a base hit. No play possible. That was a good base hit. This is number 5, Nunez. On base first time with an error and struck out twice. Kubek at second base. McCashland at first base by virtue of the error. Didn't use the hitter. Runners at first and second for Ellsworth. The pitch. And he's going to bunt. Bunt's foul. 1-1's count. Unable to get the bunt down in fair territory.
And
Ellsworth trying to advance the runners.
Michael takes time out to come out and talk to Corman. We'll take a timeout too.
The State Bank of Delphus and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks which offers traditional accounts such as checking, savings, certificates of deposit, IRAs, loans, and online banking. But most important, they're committed to making your banking experience as easy and as personal as possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
D&M Body Shop can repair any make or model of vehicle and make it look like new. They transform that ugly, messed up vehicle to its like-new condition. You'll be saying, wow, what a job. D&M Body Shop, Minneapolis, the very best.
Ellsworth hits in the top of the 6th. Leads 5-4 over Minneapolis here at Minneapolis. Schrake on the outside corner.
He likes them corners, that umpire.
Nunez the hitter. Struck out twice. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Corman looks in, gets a sign, checks the runners, comes home. Bender, little high for ball. 2-2's the count. Runners at first and second take their initial lead. Corman checks the runner, comes home. Swing and a foul back, out of play. 2-2 remains the count. First out of the inning was the first hitter. Glasser drove a line drive to shortstop, handled by Austin Goddard for the out. Full count. 3-2. Kubek on second with a single, and McCashland on first with a single. Swing and a miss. I'll give him something for consistency. He struck out swinging all for the 3rd time.
2 outs now. 5-4 the score. Top of the 6th.
Frosty on base by virtue of an error, and a single to left center his last time. Looks at ball 1. I'm sorry. Delayed call. The umpire says strike. Good pitch by Corman. Matt Corman, the pitcher for Minneapolis. Nick Therese behind the plate. Corman checks the runner, kicks and delivers. The umpire is going to say strike 2. On the bender. Caught the corner. Corman looks in, gets a sign, comes set. Delivers. Base hit, solid base hit. Between short and third, and the throw back in from the outfielder is over the head of everybody, goes to the fence. The runners advance.
2 runs in. No, 1 run in. 6-4.
Yeah.
Is the score. 2 down.
So a solid single between short and third. Kubek comes in to score. Fly ball. Lots under it for the out. Retires the side.
So after 5.5, it's Ellsworth 6.
Minneapolis 4.
The Lions 4.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars. New vehicles including Chevrolet, Pontiacs, GMC, Buicks, and Jeep. Serving the customers since 1957. Bennett Autoplex, Minneapolis, Salina.
Scott Studio at Minneapolis does all types of signs, from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full-color decals, retail signs, and much more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and the price is always right.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lion games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of Minneapolis Junior and Senior High School. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
So Minneapolis comes to bat in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 6-4. Ellsworth leads here at Minneapolis. This being the 17th of April. This is game 1 of the doubleheader between Minneapolis and Ellsworth. Dustin Lott will be the leadoff hitter for Minneapolis.
Up to bat for the Lions, number 20, Dustin Lott.
Yeah, we need to get some more offense going here. Play some catch.
We've got a little makeup to do. We trail by 2 after 5.5 innings. Minneapolis has their opportunity in the bottom of the 6th to get something done here. Lott has been up twice, was out on a grounder to the third baseman his first time up, had a solid double to the fence to center field his last time. He's a big boy. He's capable of driving it hard. And the pitch. Ball 1, just a little low, the umpire thinks, I guess. 1 ball to Dustin Lott. And the delivery. Down the right field line. Fair ball just inside the line. Lott is going to, uh-oh, he's caught now. He's going to be caught, hung up in a rundown. A little too aggressive, made the turn. And
got away with it.
Okay, on the air, Lott advances to second. and Meckel flashes the hold sign. He's had enough. He says, that's far enough. Let's stay right there. Lott winds up, after all that, Lott winds up with a single down the line and on the air advances to second. Austin Crossan, your hitter, struck out looking the first time, was out on a ground ball to shortstop his second time up. Crossan, a strong kid.
Yes, he is.
Good athlete. Pitcher comes set, checks the runner and the delivery. Low in the dirt for ball 1 to Crossan. Lott stands at second base. Crossan represents the tying run and is going to get an opposite field single to right field. Nice hit by Crossan. Line shot between second and first to right field for a single. Just exactly what we need. Now runners at the corner. Lott advances to third on the single. Hits behind the runner. Great piece of hitting by Crossan. Brings up Matt Corman. Matt Corman was out his first time up and was out. No, actually scored a run his second time up. Reached base by virtue of a strikeout error. The catcher was unable to handle the ball. Corman advanced on the error and was able to score eventually. So ball 1 to Corman. Lott at third, Austin Crossan at first. Lott with the single, and Crossan with a single to right. And I think Lott's single was to right, was it not?
Deep.
Yep. Matt Corman takes a cut. 1-1.
Tipped it, I believe.
Foul tip. Well, that's a foul ball. I think technically it's a foul tip if the catcher catches it.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's a foul tip.
Right.
Hot
through
shot
the
right
center.
up the middle. It's going to score Lott from third. Advances crossing to second. Single by Corman up the middle. Scores the run from third.
6-5.
Dustin
no
Lott.
outs.
Dustin scores. Dustin Lott scores on the single.
Bottom of the 6th.
Crossan advances to second. Nick Therese, the catcher, has a conference with Meckel. Meckel comes down the line, and he's talking to Nick Therese.
The Ellsworth coach goes out for a chat with his pitcher.
So 1 run in. Minneapolis ties it up.
Oh, it's tied. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, wait a minute. Who?
No, it's 6-5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's something wrong here, because Austin Crossan is at second base. Nick unable to get it down, fouls it back on the attempted bunt. Meckel was going to try to advance the runners. Good strategy. And here comes the next voice of the Minneapolis Lions. Mike, put on a headset. Help me out here.
Really?
Right
up here.
Get up here and help me out. I'm stumbling around.
Headset?
Yep. Right up here.
Yes.
Mike Rupert. Just here, why don't you sit over here? There you go.
Well, I got it here.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Nick, welcome Mike Rupert, just home from Kansas State.
That's right.
An alum from the Minneapolis baseball program. Last year was the lone senior for Minneapolis.
No, there was 2 others. It was
No, that's right. Yeah.
It was Taylor Seamers and Tyler Hamilton.
Thank you. That's correct.
And an alum of the Minneapolis broadcast team also. From many years ago.
Therese down on strike.
It's been a while. Yeah.
When he was a little guy.
That's right. My voice is a lot different now than it was then, I'll tell you that. Listen to some of those old tapes. It was really screechy voice, but
Ball 1.
Back a little different now than it was.
So Minneapolis still trails 6-5 here. Drew Smith, your designated hitter, hitting for Sean Ushery. Swing and a miss. 1-1 is the count. 1 down. Runners at first and second. Matt Corman at first. Austin Crossan at second. 1 away. Drew Smith. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. He thought it was strike 3 for a moment.
I remember Drew Smith last year. By the end of the year, he'd really turned out to be something. Like, he was struggling in the beginning of the year, and he kept going into the lineup. And I thought by the end of the year he really improved a lot. I definitely would say most improved player by far on the team. And obviously he's made it into the lineup.
Strong kid.
Yeah, I do remember that. A lot of these guys on this team, they have a lot of power. I was really impressed with.
That's some good hits
And
today.
the delivery. Ooh, inside. Able to get out of the way. Full count. So this could advance the runners with 1 out here.
Important pitch.
Or an important at-bat, maybe, depending on your perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
And
all right.
Down the line. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to be at least a double. It's going to score. Crossan is coming, and they're going to hold up Corman.
And what a hit.
Clutch single down the left field line.
A double. He got 2 right there. That's
top of the order, number 4.
I mean, what a great at-bat. Takes it to the 3-2 count. Just a nice drive. That's good stuff right there.
6-all.
Scores Austin Crossan from second on the single down the line, down the third baseline. Corman advances to third. And Smith with a stand-up double.
Looks like they're bringing in. They're gonna.
Coach is gonna replace the pitcher. We're gonna.
Has this guy thrown today yet?
Say again?
Has this guy thrown today yet?
What do you
number
mean?
10?
These are wild. It's 6-6 in the 6th.
What does that mean?
A lot of 6s on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good call. With 1 down here, where are we at in the lineup?
This is the leadoff hitter.
This is Goddard.
This is Corman.
It's John. Okay, I didn't see him.
John Corman.
There. Yeah.
John Corman started off the game with a double down the left field line, then a single down the left field line, and was out I'm not sure how he got out in the 5th. I didn't record that. But he will be hitting here in the 6th with 1 out. Runners at 2nd, 3rd. So a great opportunity here for John Corman to do something with the bat.
They say should score 2 here.
And I think he is capable of doing it.
Do we know what this number 10's name is? Do we have a program or anything like that?
No programs.
No, nothing like that.
No. I do know his last name, however.
Which is what?
And that is
that him?
McCashland. McCashland.
Okay.
You think this is that kid that we visited with?
100% sure.
Okay. All right. John Corman will be up after the warm-ups here.
Because he wasn't a senior. I do remember that as well.
Okay.
This is.
He's got a bender.
Yeah, he
See that?
How did we finish against Ellsworth last year, Mike? Do you remember?
I believe we dropped 2 against them, but I know that one of them was very close. I don't have the. You don't have the book by chance?
No, I don't have that book.
I know we got beat pretty bad, one of the 2, and I know that the other one was real close because I remember their program was just getting started. That last year was their first year as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was, and so there's two very new programs. It's very tough to. They're going to put John Corman on. It looks like. And that's probably smart coming from them because John Corman is a bat on the ball hitter.
Somebody was paying attention, and they give the
Intentional walk.
Intentional walk.
You can do that without throwing the ball.
They do that in high school, anyways.
Okay.
It speeds it up a little bit.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So by virtue of the walk, the bases are loaded.
2 or 3 more of those.
Goddard has got a chance to break this game open.
What has Goddard done for the first?
Okay, first time up, he had a single down the left field line, then hit into a double play, 6-4-3 double play, and the last time had a solid single up the middle, so he's capable of getting something done here. And then Austin Jensen will follow him, so I'd have to say this is the heart of the batting order for Minneapolis. I think they have a good opportunity to get something done. First strike 1, the umpire says, right down the middle. A little low, Goddard thought. Bases loaded.
Another big at bat. I mean, this can totally blow the game open here. One swing of the bat, scores 2, even still with 1 out, still damage isn't over.
Corman's at the corners. Matt Corman at 3rd and John Corman at 1st.
There's a stat.
Drew Smith in the middle at 2nd. 1-1 is the count.
Have we led in the game?
No.
Okay. What's John? Okay.
Swing and a miss by Goddard.
Confused.
Good cut.
By Corman over there. It looks like he's playing some head games on 1st. I like that. He's taking off, and there's runners at 2nd. 1 and 2.
We've always had to come back from behind here to tie the score.
I might be able to switch it up right now.
It was
Ellsworth
tied it at 2, tied it at 4, and now 6, I think.
Well, Ellsworth started the game with 2 runs. Minneapolis tied it with 2 runs.
No, we didn't tie it 4, did we?
I'm sorry?
We didn't tie it 4.
No. But Minneapolis started with, or Ellsworth started with 2 runs, and Minneapolis tied it with 2 runs. Then in the 5th, Ellsworth produced 5 runs.
A foul.
Looks like a foul ball out of play. That
nearly was a job.
Down the right field line, out of play. Foul ball.
Nearly was a job for Dean and Body Shop.
Dave's out here racking up business.
Yeah, right about it. I noticed you parked a little close.
I was surprised
you
didn't bring business cards. You're going to pass out.
Austin Goddard at the plate. This is a big at-bat for Minneapolis. 2 and 2. Bases loaded. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. Struck out swinging for the 2nd out. We have another opportunity. Austin Jensen to the plate now. Austin out on a ground ball to shortstop, or 3rd base, rather. His first time, and 2nd time
This is a really impressive hitter right here. I was really impressed last year as a freshman. He batted .340.
Yeah,
something like that.
It's almost .350 last year. He was the 2nd leading hitter on the team last year.
He finds a way to get the bat on the ball. Really impressive.
Bases
he's going to be something in a few years.
2 down.
Not that he's not already, but
0-1.
This is definitely the guy you want at the plate in this situation.
Bases loaded. You can get something done here. This would be the time to do it. Back to the mound. Pitcher comes up with it, underhands it to first base to get out of trouble.
Good way to get out of a jam.
Yep.
First strikes, good things happen.
Ground ball back to the mound for the out.
The Lions strand 3, but tie the score at 6. 3 runs that inning. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Trust is a word that is very important in this day and age, especially when it comes to insurance. Since 1982, you've trusted the Davidson Agency in Delphus and Minneapolis to give you the best home, auto, farm, crop, life,
we have
and health
sponsors.
insurance. Call Lyle Davidson at the Davidson Agency,
He's
your
really
trusted choice.
I like these headphones. These are nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
The Hairstylum, the newest and most modern hair salon in Minneapolis, will style your hair to give you the look that you've always dreamed of. Or you might just want a haircut. The Hairstylum will do that too. Lynn and Brandon welcome new customers. Call 392-4555.
Since
How's Corman
1887,
done?
the Bennington State Bank has been your trusted
John,
bank.
pitching.
Well, I think
For
we're still on the air.
100 years, they've been interested in helping people achieve their financial goals. Let them
There
help
you
you.
go.
The Bennington State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Your Minneapolis hometown hardware is always there when you need an appliance, paint, tools. Well, truthfully, the list just goes on and on and on. So the next time you need something, almost anything, go to Hometown Hardware, Minneapolis. They've probably got it.
Well, Corman's probably, his arm probably got a good rest there in that inning.
Corman has 5 strikeouts thus far in the game.
He start.
Yes, he did.
5 strikeouts. That's a pretty solid number. The pitching in years past has had some struggling, but it sounds like today we're really getting it done. Only 6 runs. How many hits?
And just now trying to get that figured out.
Okay, way ahead of me. It's a good-looking curveball, just a little high.
8. 9 hits. 5 strikeouts, 9 hits. 6 runs.
Yeah, what's the deal? Have a umpires called a timeout.
We must be having
some sort of substitution, I would think.
Substitution error?
Or of some kind. Looking at the card.
See, this is a new hitter because this is number 13.
Yes.
Let me take a look here.
Well, last time we saw
This
him
is Choites.
Now the pitch. Now we already have a count on the batter. I mean, does that?
Well, actually,
will that stand?
because
I mean,
because they actually caught it before. Let's see. Actually, I'll tell you what. Batting out of turn is tough because if you catch it before the batter has before he has if you catch it before he's completed his time at bat, then and you corrected yourself. Then the correct batter just comes in and assumes the count. The only time that you can actually get an out at is after the guy has done his at bat, and if he would have reached base, and you go out and you protest before the next pitch, then the appropriate action can be taken. But if you understand that the hitter is the inappropriate hitter, like they did there, then basically there's no foul.
But apparently that wasn't the case because he's still batting right now.
Yeah, there's no foul. He
But
just
it was-
continued. They just didn't make the announcement that they had made a substitute.
Okay.
So this is Choice, number 13, who's hitting for Kiefer.
Good pitch. Inside fastball.
Two and two's the count.
Oh.
Swing and a foul back.
going
There's
right.
one for Dale.
Close.
I don't even look anymore. I just trust the good Lord to keep my head safe.
2 and 2. The count on Choice. Replaces Kiefer.
Little 2-2 here, working on that.
Corman comes set and delivers.
All right.
Ground ball off the chest of Forte, unable to handle it. What's the call, Mike?
That's going to be an E5.
E5.
However, it was a good job of keeping it. You definitely, if you're going to miss it over there at third, at least keeping it in front of you, which is a good thing to do. That prevents any other extra bases. So I mean, if you're obviously you don't want to miss them, but if you have to, you definitely want to keep it in front of you.
He was able to knock it down, just unable to get the handle on it. Corman with a move to first base and the runner back in safely.
Quite a helmet here.
Yeah, we commented earlier on the
festive
paint job on this.
I like it. It's like a motorcycle helmet.
So Choites at first, result of the error.
Two? Really?
Oh,
they turned it right there. 6-4-3. What do you know?
6-4-3 double play. Got out of that trouble.
Goddard to Corman to Lott. Good looking turn.
We're getting some raindrops, guys.
Yes, we are.
Are we really? I haven't felt any yet. Yeah,
Kyler,
what.
26.
I thought I either spit on the camera or it's raining.
Yeah, I'm like you. Did the runner run full-heartedly? I think he didn't realize he needed to run there.
Well, which is kind of unusual because when on a ground ball, when you're forced, it's kind of
Yeah.
But because a good baseball play is if you're on first base and there's going to be a possible double play, you want to run as hard as you can and slide into the bag hard to maybe break up the double play from the second baseman to first, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it just kind of standing there is really doesn't do any help.
2 down, top of the 7th. 6-all.
This is a pretty close game.
Two balls and a strike. Or no, 2 balls. I'm sorry. Yeah, two and one. I'm sorry. Yep, I was right the first time.
According to the scoreboard, anyway.
Yep.
Now
swing and a miss.
I'm not sure exactly on the stats, but would this be Minneapolis's first conference win?
I would think so. Yes.
If we get this, because I know we didn't beat anybody last year in the league.
The conference games they played this year so far are Beloit, and they got swept there.
That's pretty tough. They usually have a very good team.
Well, didn't we play Sacred Heart?
No, that was postponed.
Oh, that was postponed. Okay. A drive to center field, and Jensen runs it down.
Got it.
So the Lions can score 1 here in the bottom of the 7th and take this and home. We'll be back after the word from our sponsors.
At Robertson Monuments, they believe that community is everything. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument is happy to be a part of the community. Robertson Monument, a Minneapolis Lions sports booster. Try to make as many games as you can. If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce support of the Minneapolis High School Lions sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member. Come for a visit and stay for a lifetime.
Beginning to sprinkle a little, Dale.
Yeah.
And I know that they're forecasting rain for later this evening, so it may be the early part of that rain coming in.
Well, last time we had Mikey Rupert with us at a Minneapolis ball game, he was pitching a doubleheader in Silver Grove, if I'm not mistaken.
I would say that.
Didn't you?
2, is that right?
Didn't you pitch 2 games?
Or 2 games? It was. I just pitched. Well, it was just the one. It was the playoffs against Sylvan Grove in Sylvan Grove.
But didn't you pitch against Lincoln and Sylvan Grove?
I pitched against.
Didn't you? I thought you pitched 2 complete games.
Well, I pitched against. No, just one. I pitched against Sylvan Grove, and then the next game was against Plainville. And I think Tyrell got the start on that one.
Oh, okay.
Craig Forte takes strike 1.
Yeah, we won our postseason game 3-2, and it's kind of a funny thing because the year before, in our first postseason game, in the first year we played, we didn't win a game, but it was nearly
Forte,
we nearly got one.
Field single between first and second. First single, Forte reaches.
It was against Lincoln, and we just barely missed that.
Lot.
And then last year we got our first postseason win. So far been fairly effective in the postseason.
See if I can protect the camera some here.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit more.
So
heavy.
Forte on first base.
What's going on? Oh,
By virtue of the single, and he's going to get a runner.
Who's that? Tyrell?
Tyrell Owens enters the game as a runner for Forte.
Okay. D-Lot's up here now.
I'm not sure if he is, actually that'd be a substitution, would it not? Can you re-enter in high school?
You know, I don't know the rules in high school. There's a lot of funny ones, but I don't know about the re-entry. I believe that you can, but don't quote me on that.
Lot.
Oh, look out!
Terrell wanders off base a little and makes it back. Makes it a close play at first base.
That's something
throw down by the catcher.
That's something you don't want. Your pinch runner getting thrown out.
Not in a tie game.
Now D-Lot here. What's he done at the plate? Will they?
He's had a good day.
Do you think Meckel will move him over here?
I doubt it. Okay. Lot was out on a ground ball to.
Oh, we're gonna try it again, man. We're making it really nerve-wracking at first base. It's very uncomfortable.
Lot has a single his second time up, a hard single to the fence, center field, and a single to right his second time up. So he swung the bat pretty well. He was out on a ground ball his first time. Terrell with the lead. Pitcher comes set, steps off.
Is that count right? Is it 1-1? I thought it might have been 0-2.
I'm not sure of the count.
Did I miss it? It's probably 1-1.
My scorebook's starting to get wet.
Oh no!
Got him picked. If they're able to make the rundown, they've got him in a rundown.
Last time they had one of those, they overthrew it.
Base running, and Coach Meckel is looking dejectedly at his shoelaces.
Oh man,
that was a big out.
That really hurts.
By virtue, you got to understand, you have a pretty experienced pitcher on the mound. That's a problem for you.
That's true.
If you make a base running error with somebody with some experience that's handling the ball, you're going to wind up in trouble.
And most of the time, if you do get thrown out at first, it never you can always usually come back from it. But this game is like definitely amplified more because of the circumstance in which we're in.
2 balls and a strike to Lot.
But we can still do it here. I mean, D-Lot gets on.
So, and Lot fouls one back. 2-2's the count. So Forte reached on the air. Then we brought in a pitch runner who.
That was a base hit. Forte's?
Yeah, Forte.
Yeah.
Base hit.
A base hit. I said it.
You said error.
Okay,
he
I'm
reached
sorry.
on a base hit.
He did. Forte reached on a single to right. Pinch runner came in and was subsequently picked off. Nobody on for Lot. 2-2's the count. The pitch.
Oh, look out. Little chin music there for D-Lot.
Full count. 1 away. Ellsworth, Minneapolis tied in the 7th. 6 apiece.
Oh, right on the outside.
I
don't know if I can go with that one.
Well, it's been a strike all night, so you got to go to school.
Got to know the zone, I guess.
2 down. Lot struck out looking.
Definitely in high school, you're going to have to protect with 2 strikes.
Austin Crossan is the hitter. Nobody on. 2 away. Score tied. 6-6 in the bottom of the 7th. Potential for extra innings here. And the pitch.
Looks like a little high. I think that was outside as well. Look.
1-1 is the count to Austin Crossan. Nobody on the pitch. Down the middle. A little bit late on the swing.
That fastball seems to really be working.
Ate him up.
Right behind him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Bender.
Oh.
2-2. Pitcher thought he had it.
That was a little high. But it was a good looking break. Got him out of the box.
And the fastball.
Fastball again.
Eats him up. Strikeout swinging. 3rd out. Minneapolis goes down with no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 7 innings of play, the score is tied 6 apiece.
Well, John Corman comes on for the top of the 8th.
He's went the whole distance. He started the game for Minneapolis, remains in the game.
Coming to the plate for the Ellsworth
I'll say one thing. I'll say many things, but another thing about John, I noticed he seems to always, he never has arm problems. That guy he's reluctant. Like he never gets a sore arm. I've never seen anybody like it.
Rubber arm.
I guess. I don't know. That guy, I remember all last year, he'd go a game. Meckel's like, want to take a little break with that arm, save it for, next game. No, I'm good.
The number 8 hitter for Ellsworth, Glasser. Strike 1, the umpire says.
This is definite.
On the corner, good pitch by Corman, a fastball.
Definitely want to start the inning out here with try to get 2 outs, getting into the top of the order. You don't want to have base runners go on when you get back to the top.
Pull out the gun here. There is a 61-mile-an-hour pitch by Corman.
I didn't see that. Was that a breaking ball or was that?
I didn't. I was looking at the gun. 61 mile an hour.
That looked like a curve.
Okay. 1-1 is the count to Glasser. The leadoff hitter in the top of the 8th. Foul ball down the line between home and third. Nobody able to chase it down. Ball falls to the ground for a foul ball.
It's a way to get up in the count, especially on the 7, 8, 9 guys. You definitely want to get up.
Corman ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Glasser the leadoff hitter in the 8th. Corman comes set and the delivery. There's a 54-mile-an-hour pitch.
That had a lot of movement on it, especially at the top of the break.
Corman comes set, delivers. We'll give you the speed here. There's a fastball. I was unable.
Oh, man, what a stop.
Nice stop by Forte, unable to make a play.
And I tell you what, that's like a major league looking stop and a great scoop at first by D-Lot. I mean, just barely missed it.
Base hit.
Good scoop out of that dirt. I mean, did you see that scoop at first?
I did not see it, but I knew it was hard hit. Forte knocked it down, was able to stay with it and make the play. They just couldn't do it in time. Couldn't get to his feet quick enough. That was a base hit.
I tell you what, the defense is really looking sharp today.
The number 9 hitter, Kubek, has scored twice tonight. Tries to lay down a bunt and gets underneath of it. The secret to the bunt, you got to start at the top of the strike zone and work the bat down, or otherwise, if you try to start middle of the strike zone and bring the bat up, you're going to pop it up 9 times out of 10.
And that was one of the 9.
That was it.
Will he try it again here?
It's a big run. I don't know. He's got the top of the order coming up. He wants to advance the runners. Corman makes a move to first, the runner back in time.
Forte is definitely in here. Looks like we've got our bunt defense kind of, we know it's coming. But he's not going. He's going to steal it.
Yep, got away from us.
He's going to attempt 3, and he's going to make it. The throwdown was mishandled. The ball rolled into shallow center field, and the runner was able to advance to third. That was a huge, costly mistake. Runner winds up at third.
No outs. 6-all still.
Meckel comes out, calls the defense here.
Top of the 8th.
Looks like we didn't have a great. On the play we missed the backup, and sometimes that'll cost a base.
Oh,
got him to chase one there.
Got the old trigger zone pitch up in the eyes, and he goes for it.
That
fouls
pitch,
it off.
That pitch really is tough to lay off of. You get high heat, your eyes can see it very well, but it's tough to get around on it. You usually miss it. It's you have to really stay disciplined at the plate to not go after a high fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. On Kubek, the number 9 hitter for Ellsworth, in a position here to play to run, and checks swing, able to control it. 2-2's the count.
This would be a big strikeout here for John.
And he gets it. Fastball down the middle, struck him out swinging.
It's a good job here.
1 out. Runner at third base. Top of the order now, McCashland.
Brings us to the top of the order, number 10.
If we could get, like a pop out here of some kind, or keep the ball on the ground in the infield. Really
McCashland has put it in play every time up.
Because we got the infield in, it looks like, so we're going to play. We're going to play the play at the plate.
This is the pitcher of record now.
Yes. It's a little bit high.
Ball 1.
Like I said, Meckel's got that infield in. Not going to let this run score, but a deep fly. Looks like it might get a sac fly. We're going to test Jensen's arm here. He's going.
It's going to be close. Oh, it's cut. I'm not sure what that was about.
I don't know why we did. Yeah.
Why would you? I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, they got what they needed. But it looked like that throw was on target.
Yeah.
Jensen had the ball. It looked like it was going to bounce right into the mitt of Torres. But we cut.
Forte decided to make a cut on the play. I don't know if it was called or not, but the ball appeared to be coming to the plate, which would have resulted in a close play, but Minneapolis elected to cut it, and
they got their run.
They got their run.
Down 7-6.
Curveball by Corman. Floats outside.
Got a really interesting break there. I'm not sure what that pitch is that he's throwing, but it's got really a sideways type spin on it, like a slurve.
Yeah, I would describe it as a slurve. High heat. This is the number 2 hitter, Nunez. Fly ball to center field by the last hitter. Resulted in an RBI.
3-0. Here's the count.
So big RBI for the McCashland. Brings up Nunez. He walks. That's one of the few walks of the game by either pitcher. Corman started the game by hitting a batter, and that may be the only other walk of the game.
I tell you what, you keep even if you don't have even if you're not a great pitcher, if you avoid walks, things will eventually work out for you. I've come to find that out. Walking players is only going to add up in runs. And if you keep your walks down, even if you don't have like that fastball or if you don't have that great curveball, you'll be fine in high school baseball. And it shows tonight. Only giving up 7 runs in 8 innings.
That's going to be trouble into short left field. Unable to make the diving catch. Jensen overruns the ball, can't get a handle on it. Run scores. That was a single.
Play at the plate.
The left fielder almost looked like he had that. That would have been a fantastic catch.
Single to left, short left center. Scores a run.
He dove on it.
Good effort by Ushery in left.
8-6.
Did Nunez walk? That was a walk, wasn't it? Yeah, it was what I was talking about. Okay, and he is now at
second base now. But
no, Nunez scored.
Yeah, Nunez scored.
Ooh. Wild pitch goes to the screen. Runner advances.
We still got 2 outs, a big out here. We really need to get, we need to get this last out. 2 runs is still manageable to get. With 2 down, just get a ground ball here, or a big pop fly, and get us out of here. And where are we at in the lineup when we come back?
We're getting close to the top. I think we got one.
Do we know?
Yeah, we do. It's going to be Matt Corman. Will be the hitter. He is
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9, yeah.
Nope. Not quite close to the top yet.
We'll have runners on. Oh no.
Single to right center. He's going to roll to the fence.
He's going
Outfielders in pursuit. Austin Jensen comes up with it, throws a relay throw to Matt Corman, and there's no play at third base for a triple.
9-6 now.
23. That was Rice for a triple to right.
And we're going to have a pitcher replacement
Now
from
batting
Minneapolis, I
13,
think.
Coits.
Really busted it open here in the top.
Oh, Meckel's going to let him stay.
So Ellsworth now has 9 runs with a runner at third with 2 down.
That's a big triple there because now it gets another guy in scoring position.
The pitch, a little bit high. This is Choice, number 13. Choice entered the game in the 7th and reached on an error. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Has this all been on 2 outs?
2-1.
Yes. All the scoring on 2 outs, I believe. You see that so many times.
3-1 is the count on Choice. Runner at third base, 2 down. The pitch, a little wide.
Now we're going to have a pitching change.
Now Michael's going to do something here.
Number 2, Roar to the plate.
I think
Meckel comes to the mound.
He's been to the mound once already, hasn't he?
Well,
if I'm not mistaken, earlier in the game.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Now, what's the rule?
Don't you have to replace on second trip?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it in an inning, right? It's
Yes, yes,
The
yeah.
second trip in an inning, it has to be a pitching change.
It would appear that it appears. Well, it doesn't appear. Forte will be taking over the pitching duties for Corman. John Corman goes to second, and Matt Corman goes to third.
Good game by John. Threw a lot of pitches.
Forte threw some last year. Has a strong arm. Got the old radar gun out. One of my favorite baseball songs, Radar Gun.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay.
Sing it for us, Roop.
You better not.
That'd be
It'd be brutal.
Oh man.
Okay, Forte checks the runners. Runners at first and third, and the pitch. There's a 68-mile-an-hour pitch.
Not foul tipped.
No, swing and a miss, I think.
Oh no, they're going to call foul tip.
Foul
Okay,
tip.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Now, we talked about this a little earlier, Mike, and maybe you have perspective. I thought it was only a foul tip if it was caught.
It is a foul. You can still. I guess I don't know the exact.
It's a foul ball, but a foul tip is a caught foul ball. Is that correct?
I can't say that.
Well,
I
for
don't
what
know.
is the difference between a foul tip and a foul ball?
Well,
they're both a strike.
Yes.
Well, but a foul tip is an out because you're out
No.
if he catches it.
If he caught.
No, that's not right. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. The ball remains in play.
Yeah.
Yes, that guy could still advance. If Nick Torres would have caught the ball that was off the tip, that guy could have still advanced.
Correct. The ball remains live.
But since he missed it, then it's a foul. Then it's a foul ball.
Okay, Choice advances to second base.
Do we have the gun?
Right here it is. It was, I think, a 66 was what we had last time I was. That's
okay. We'll see. Yeah, you had the 66, but that was on a breaking ball. See his heat, Scott.
This is Roar, the center fielder. Runners at second and third with 2 outs.
68, but I think we had a breaking ball, but it doesn't matter because he's gone.
He's gone. Big strikeout for Forte.
But a big inning for Ellsworth.
9-6, yeah, especially after we had a chance to put it away in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, we had the 2 outs, and those are the darndest things, I tell you. The 2-out rallies, you know, those are, you're just looking for that last out, and sometimes it's the hardest one to find.
Well, you know, you got your pitcher wearing out at the end of the been pitching all game. It's just one of those things. They had pulled the gun on their pitcher in the previous inning.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, Corman,
that's what saved their bacon.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. But I mean, it's still up for grabs here. I mean, you never know. You see the wackiest things in high school baseball sometimes, and you know we get our order here. We get these first 3 guys on base. We're right back at the top. You know, anything can happen.
Yeah.
And then they got Jensen for a 1-3 putout.
Yep.
So we got out of that big jam with 1 out, bases loaded.
Matt Corman up to bat.
Okay, so the bottom of the 8th, Matt Corman leads off. Swing and a foul ball down the right field line over to the concession stand. Everybody ducks.
I tell you, people parked on that right side are tempting fate. You know, that's where balls are going to land, especially you got all these right-handed hitters just behind a fastball. But I guess
strike one on Matt Corman.
Comfortable seeing
and the pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 is the count.
Actually, there's no safe place around here except maybe out in the outfield.
It'd take a
or
good
on the other
hope.
side of the fence.
Without a net over the top. Yeah, or the other side of the fence, yeah.
Minneapolis needs to come up with 3 runs. Swing and a miss by Corman. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This pitcher's doing he's doing a great job of getting first ball strike.
We need base runners. Uh-oh.
Got him swinging.
Bender in the dirt. Play down to first base for the out.
Now batting the catcher, number 16, Nick Torres.
Matt Corman down on strikes, brings up Nick Torres. Nick Torres is out, struck out twice, and a fly ball to center field. Not in that order. He struck out looking, fly ball to center field, and struck out swinging in the 6th. Here it is, the bottom of the 8th. Minneapolis needs 3 runs to stay in the game. Your pitcher is McCashland.
Right.
Seems to have things in control at this point.
2-0 right here.
Fastball down the middle for a strike. 2 balls and a strike to Nick Torres.
The key to a rally is runners on.
Yeah, base runners.
Base runners. It keeps the pressure on.
Oh, right back up the middle for a single through the box.
There it is.
Torres, nice single right up the middle.
You get runners on, it really puts pressure on the defense to make the right plays. You know, it may rush them. So when you see major rallies, it's all with people on base.
Smith with a shot down the left field line last time.
Impressive hit, right at a time when we needed it.
Yes, we did.
Runners
we need it again. The pitcher steps off, looks the runner back. Torres back, no throw. Snap throw by the catcher. Torres is back.
Really making it interesting there at first, even after the pick. We're getting very aggressive. Oh, but I do like a good secondary lead.
No count to Smith. Pitcher comes set and delivers. Ball 1 on the outside. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 is the count. Drew missed the fastball.
Let's check it out.
Gonna put the gun on McCaskill, see what he throws here.
That was 66. Was that? Are you sure? I think that might have been a curveball.
I don't know. Look, I couldn't see any movement. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Smith.
A lot of people around that 66, 68 mile an hour so far.
Oh, that was high heat.
I missed that
in the
one.
trigger zone. Struck him out.
Coming to the plate, number 4.
Struck out
John
swinging.
Corman.
2 down. John Corman with 2 outs.
9-6.
Nick Torres at first base.
Favor the Bearcats.
Caskill has 2 strikeouts in the inning.
Down to their second out. Lions got their rally caps on. 69.
Well, that's where the Bearcats did all their damage last time. So.
1 ball.
To 2 outs.
John Corman. He was intentionally walked in the 6th, his last time up. They recognize that he has been swinging a hot bat.
Does a great job.
Was not going to let them, Minneapolis, beat.
And ended up working out for him.
Yeah,
it put the force on. You know, it put the force on every base. It was definitely the right move. And it ended up paying off. Right at 66. I think, yeah.
2 balls and a strike to John Corman. Minneapolis still alive, however, 2 away. Trail by 3 runs.
They had their rally with 2 outs.
Corman fouls one off to the
I got that van. I got some business, Dave.
That minivan's playing Battleship right now. Miss. One of these times, it's going to bam right on that thing. It's right. I mean, it is so close.
Foul ball off the first base, off the first baseline, outside of play, outside of the fence. Pitcher checks the runner at first, now delivers.
High outside.
3-1 is the count. No, I'm sorry, it's 3-2.
It's going to be full count. You're definitely going to see.
I missed the foul ball, yeah.
You're going to see a runner here go at first.
Yeah, well, you should.
Because the force.
2 out, full count. Runner should be going. And he does.
And it's a walk. So there we go. Good base running.
To the plate, number 7, Austin Goddard.
So Therese advances to second. Corman advances to first on the walk. Austin Goddard, the hitter, last time struck out. Has 2 singles, however.
Definitely want to get him on.
Has 2 singles, hit into a double play, and struck out.
Right,
Got that outside corner call for strike 1.
I mean, right on that white line. You're really going to have to protect with the zone this wide. But, I mean, it's a first pitch, and you want to be on base, so that's taking that pitch.
Goddard would be the tying run.
It's definitely what you want to do.
1-1. Minneapolis down 3 runs to Ellsworth in game 1. Austin Goddard, your hitter. 1-1 is the count. Pitcher checks the runners, kicks and delivers.
Ooh,
That's
I think
that's going to fall.
That's going to fall down.
That's right in the triangle.
All righty.
That's a base hit. And, Therese, I'm not sure what happened. He was going to quit, and then he decided to go ahead and go. I'm not sure
what he did.
I'm not sure, but he did score.
9-7.
Comes around to score on the single by Goddard.
Number 14, Austin.
Clutch hitting right there.
John Corman now is at second base. Austin Goddard at first.
Yeah.
Austin Jensen's the hitter.
A base hit right here really does it.
Goddard is the tying run at first base. A swing and a miss by Goddard.
Oh, that was a big cut.
Or by Jensen, I'm sorry. Too many Austins.
Yeah. Oh, and 2 outs right now.
Runners at first and second. The tying run at first.
That's a little low.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
Well, consistency is all you can ask for, I guess.
He likes those low pitches.
2 strikes.
Right around the ankles. Got to go get down and get that
Experienced pitcher probably will not throw anything too close. Throws at something off the plate. But don't give up that 0-2 base hit. Now he'll probably get to see one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch.
It's in the dirt. A little too low.
2-2. Minneapolis has a tying run at first base.
Good at bat here by Jensen.
However, 2 away.
All right.
Base hit to left. And he doesn't come up with it cleanly, but they hold up anyway. Bases are loaded on the base hit by Jensen. Brings Forte to the plate.
That's the right move.
The pitcher, number 18, Craig Forte.
So Goddard is now at second. Corman is at third. Goddard is at second. Jensen with the single is at first. Bases are loaded. The tying run is at second base. 2 away.
Now, if
Greg Forte is the hitter.
If you're Goddard here at second, you're definitely going to be wanting to take an aggressive secondary, and I mean you're going to be moving on contact because you're the tying run. You definitely want to get in on a single to the outfield.
Yeah, there's no use holding back with with 2 down.
Definitely not.
Bases loaded. You got your force. You got to keep that in mind as a base runner.
You get an opportunity, you got to go. You're going to be going.
Pops one up down the first baseline. First baseman camps underneath of it, makes the play for the out. Forte pops out.
Twice the Lions have retired 3 runners on base.
Oh, just right there, I mean, it was a good game played. It always comes back to just that one inning. If you could have just got that 1 out when you needed it, it completely changes everything.
Extra innings, or 1 extra inning.
Minneapolis comes up short in game 1, 7-6.
Communications, home of.
Or correction, 9-7.
9-7. Folks, if you're listening on television or 910KINA.com, we're going to play some ads and some music.